The future imagined by the space age or the Jetsons cartoon series is nowhere close, at least as far as flying cars are concerned. That makes the debut of the functional prototype for the world's first flying race car all the more impressive. This is Axion, dubbed a true flying race car and the world's first jet-powered mini race car. It's a single-person flying vehicle, though not really a car, that promises speeds averaging about 200 miles per hour. Technically, this isn't the world's first flying car, race, or super, or whatever other prefix you prefer. In recent years, with a renewed interest in VTOLs, preferably with all-electric propulsion, we've seen countless startups develop designs and even functional prototypes or flight test models for aircraft that could be called flying cars in a more general sense. Progress in this area has been remarkable, to the point where legislation is yet to catch up. That's only part of the reason why we still don't have flying cars around, though territories like China, Japan, and the UAE are farther ahead in the race. Axion is facing the same legal hurdles as its direct competitors, but it tries to override another obstacle eVTOLs are struggling with, thanks to a different approach. This flying race car isn't electric. Axion is the brainchild of Alex Tates, the founder and CEO of Dallas-based Fusion Flight. If the name rings a bell, it's because Fusion Flight has actually been very active on the VTOL scene since 2019, when it announced an unmanned drone that would go on to become the company's flagship product. That initial proposal for a drone later became the AB-6 jet quad, which then became the basis for the Axion. Put differently, the Axion is the scaled-up version of an unmanned cargo drone, with more power, a bigger payload, and the same form factor and advantages as its predecessors. They're the same advantages that put Fusion Flight ahead of startups that focus exclusively on electric aircraft. Instead of electric motors and propellers, Tate's aircraft designs use vectored thrust microturbine jet engines for propulsion. Not only do they run on traditional fuel, diesel you can get at the pump like a regular driver, but they offer more reliability in all weather conditions and over time. The AB-6 jet quad, for instance, is powered by 4 such microjet engines. It's capable of carrying a small payload of 40 pounds and has a range of 25 minutes, or 15 minutes if you operate it solely at maximum speed. And it's fast, too, with a reported top speed of 250 miles per hour, which means it can get pretty far during that short window before it runs out of fuel. The applications for this unmanned drone are varied, also thanks to its ability to fly in all weather conditions and land on all types of terrain. It's also more reliable since it doesn't have propellers to get damaged during flight. All of these also apply to the Axion, as it's basically a man-sized version of the AB-6 jet quad. Instead of 4 jet-powered engines, it has 8, providing more thrust and more redundancy in case something goes wrong. Tate says that it will fly at maximum speeds of 200 miles per hour, with a maximum acceleration of 0.5 g. The functional prototype in the video was put together with partner JumpJetX from Japan, and uses a pair of 15-gallon cross-linked diesel tanks to fuel the engines. The Axion retains the advantages of its predecessor, including the fact that it's an all-weather, high-altitude aircraft with a small landing footprint, redundancy safety features, and varied applicability. Unlike its predecessor, though, the Axion comes with double controls, with each corresponding to a different mode of operation. The manual mode, the Axion is controlled by means of fly-by-wire joysticks, one of each side of the open cockpit. In autonomous or passenger mode, you use the provided touchscreen display inside the cockpit to input your destination and just sit back and relax while the Axion does all the work for you. While dubbed a race car, the Axion is designed with versatility in mind, so it can easily be adapted for other uses. Fusion Flight calls it a reconfiguration, but it probably entails removing the cabin with a single seat so you can use the stripped aircraft for medevac or as a heavy-lift drone. Maximum payload is 176 pounds, while the aircraft itself weighs 330 pounds. Fusion Flight is staying mum on the full list of details right now, but a note on the official page notes that this one will be built on demand only, with a 12-month lead time. No word on whether it's ever been up in the air or if there are concrete plans for the start of flight tests, and some indication would be helpful in terms of determining when those 12 months start. You'd best be prepared to dig deep in your pockets for the privilege of flying one such exceptional VTOLs, is what all this means. Pricing starts at $289,995 for a unit.